What was your immediate reaction? We saw the video, but just what's going on in your head at that time?
I honestly couldn't believe it. Once I read those words that I was on scholarship, my first reaction, first thought was how blessed I am to be here and be a part of this program, even if before I wasn't on scholarship and I was just fine. And it's a blessing to receive that scholarship. But yeah, just very blessed was the first thought.
What was your folks' reaction?
uh, I got to call them after practice, and we had a long talk, very emotional, a long journey, a lot of hard work, and I just thank God to be in this position. But yeah, the call was very emotional for sure.
What have you learned most about yourself during your journey?
Just to stick with it, just to never give up. Just work hard as you can, and good things will happen.
How did you go about joining this team initially, and what does it mean now having a scholarship?
Well, my first thought about joining the team was I actually moved back home to Texas after I graduated from Manhattan Christian College, and I was back home doing some coaching and everything in the summer. And my guy Nate Aubrey reached out to me, old teammate of mine, and he was like, "Man, we got this opportunity for you to come to K-State and be a part of the family." And again, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. And I took some time. I prayed on it and talked to family and friends, and here I am. And now, fast forward to receiving a scholarship. It's surreal. It's surreal.
How'd you go from Texas to Manhattan in the first place?
Well, first off, my brother played for my previous coach, Coach Strom. And then he reached out to me, and I followed him to Manhattan Christian College from Dallas, actually, at the old school. And I moved back home after graduating, and I was like, okay, my college career is over. And I was pretty happy with it, and I was just kind of ready to be around some family more. And like I said, Nate Aubrey reached out to me, and here I am.
When Marco and those guys called you up, did you have any idea that's where that was going?
No, we always do like team awards and stuff like that, so I thought it was kind of like, another funny kind of team award that I was, again, happy to receive if I won it, but I didn't think it was going to be a scholarship or anything. I just thought I was going to get a certificate or something like that, honestly.
What's your daily role in practice look like? Are you on the scout team? Are you helping in other ways? What's your main goal every day?
Yeah, I'm on the scout team. I jump in there as well against the starters sometimes and just try to give them a look and be the best I can to help them out.
Knowing that there was an open scholarship, were you kind of thinking that this could be in the works?
Well, I mean, I kind of seen videos on Instagram all the time of walk-ons receiving scholarships and everything, and I was like, oh, that'd be crazy if that was me. But I really didn't think too much about it, if I'm being honest. A couple of teammates brought it up to me actually a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of put off to the side, made a couple of jokes, and I kind of put off to the side because I didn't want them to, think it was all about me or anything like that. But yeah, it was just crazy.
In that whole scene, were you the only one that didn't know what was going on? Did your teammates have any idea?
Some of my teammates told me they didn't know. I had one of the GAs said that he knew right before we walked in, so I kind of think it was a surprise to everybody, honestly.
I think there's been a game or two where people, said we want you on the court. Is that pretty cool when you hear that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We have the best fans in the country, and they show a lot of support, and it's kind of cool when you hear those chants and everything because you're part of the team as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool to hear that.
What do you like best about MCC?
The family. They're family oriented. They always help you out with classes and, helping you adjust from, I'm from Texas, so that long distance, they really brought me in and made it feel like a true family.
Had you been to any K-State games from MCC or just watching?
Actually last year because Nate Aubrey was on the team, so we when we had free time and the schedule lined up, we caught a few games last year, and it was great.
Awesome. What made you want to play a fifth year of college basketball?
A lot of my family and friends, they wanted me actually to come back and give it another shot. And after thinking about it, I'm like, man, I can do this. I feel like the opportunity, it presented itself, and I felt like that was a sign from God that I really need to take, and here I am.
What do you aspire to do after basketball?
I would like to get into coaching. I feel like I could pour into, other athletes, student athletes out there, and just, tell them the best that I can to help them out on their journey as well.
What would be your advice to young people that might want to pursue basketball and maybe they're not going to have a scholarship starting out? I mean, that takes a lot of heart, doesn't it?
Right. It takes a lot of heart. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say it is, but you got to continue to work hard for what you want, and that's just in life in general. You can't give up. You got to keep striving, and hopefully it'll all pay off, and it did. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Taymont. Appreciate it.